welcome to another episode of Wellness for Wealth TV, Life Strategies with Nat. I am your host, Natalia Edelman, aka Nat, life strategist, certified wellness coach, and founder of the Make It Happen Success System. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are here, you're an entrepreneurial woman, you're a high-achieving, successful woman, and I'm here every week teaching you, sharing with you strategies, life strategies, business strategies to help you reach that next level of success while improving your wellness, wealth, and life fulfillment. Hey, Sakshi, let me know you're here, guys. Let me know you're here by, giving me hello. If you're catching the replay, let me know #replay so I can come in and say hello. I always love these trainings to be super interactive. So let me know where you're tuning in from as well. I'd love to hear in the comments. We are talking today about overcoming emotional blocks. And like I said, if you're here, you're a high-achieving, successful entrepreneurial woman who is looking to just unleash the power within and really make an impact in this world. Oh, hey, lovely. It's an incredible time that we're in. And I really feel like it's a big calling to all of us to really, wake up and make a huge impact in this world. The one that we know is so deep inside calling to us. And, I wanted to share with you a story about when I was starting my business. I had really good days and I had really bad days. It was kind of like this emotional roller coaster. Let me know if you hear what I'm saying. And that existed even in my corporate days, but being in a 9-to-5, working for someone else that had its own kind of stresses, its own thing, but being an entrepreneur was like a totally different beast in itself. I remember I had just finished my wellness coaching certification and I had just decided to kind of set up shop in Spain for a while. And I moved into this apartment that was super small, but it was just what I needed at the time. And it was right by the beach and I could fall asleep hearing the waves crashing. And it was like the start of me creating the life that I really, really wanted. And, at this point, though, I was totally living on my savings. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, I was totally living on my savings, and I was like, I just left this job. I just, left a really secure job where, I was making good money. It was a steady paycheck, and I just, had my MBA, my CPA, and I was like, if I don't make this work, I'm going to feel like a total failure. And so you add the pressures and everything like that of not only wanting to start a business and create, the most amazing thing in the world in your mind, because you have this vision, but you also have this added pressure that you put on yourself, and it's hard not to be more stressed or be more anxious when you're trying to do something like that. When you're trying to be in that 1% that says, I want something more, I want something different. And when you have when those doubts kind of start to come in, you're like, oh, like when I was there, I was like, who am I to leave wealth management and start, wellness coaching or life coaching? And, at that time I had no mentors, I had no coaches. I felt like I was totally on my own. And, I was working like crazy hours, like more than I did in my 9-to-5. Okay. And I'm starting to feel this like immense, I just started feeling so emotionally drained again. Like, why am I so tired? Why am I so fatigued? And I really started to, I really started to become really snippy with people, like people that I love dearly, like my family. And there is a reason why I say I'm a recovering workaholic, and there's a reason why recovering workaholics choose to work with me. It's like, it's just, we tend to slip into these work modes, these like worker bee modes, where we just focus on our career, we focus on our business, and like everything else just falls to the wayside. And so, I started to get, really short with my boyfriend at the time. And like, when I was speaking with my parents or my family, I was like, just not really present. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're like, I was trying to finish some email copy or trying to finish some sales copy, and it's just like, yeah, I'm here, but you're not really there. And so that added more stress because you're not, like, for me anyway. And yes, Nikki, love you. But you know what I'm talking about. And so, I remember like crying for no reason, and just like, I was just a mess, like a complete mess. And then it hit me like, oh my gosh, like you're slipping into workaholic mode again. Like you are on that dangerous road again. Like the road that you said that you weren't going to go on, right? After you left, your 9 to 5, like this is supposed to be a new path, right? Anyway, I digress. So what I did was I reached for this tool that I got in my wellness coaching certification. And I was just like, you know what? I need to just stop for a second and take a step back. And I need to just really see, really assess, take a second, evaluate where, like, why am I feeling this way? What is contributing to me feeling like this emotional roller coaster? And why do I feel like it's like I'm hitting a wall? Like I feel like, I'm going against something. Like it shouldn't feel like that. Like I know life is hard, but we make it so much harder than it needs to be. So I took out this tool that I use with all of my clients, and I use myself all the time if I hit this, if I hit a wall or if I hit a funk. And the areas of my life that stood out to me was health, surprise, surprise, and relationships, another surprise, surprise. Now, when I do this exercise, I try to focus on one area at a time, because, you don't want to slip into overwhelm, and then that's a whole other block of worms you're opening. Can I even say that? Anyway, so for me, health always comes first, because, and I say this all the time, like putting yourself first is not selfish, it's necessary. Because when you put yourself first and you are able to be that person that you need to be, then everything else starts to sort of conform and take shape. So like I started eating better. I started working out, because these are the things, when I evaluated my health area, I was like, you know what? I'm not really eating that great. I'm like skipping lunch and all this other stuff. And then, you know what? Not really doing my daily exercises like I said I was going to do. And so I was like literally waking up, doing my work, and like if I was hungry, I would like go and eat. It was really rushed, like memories of corporate just came flying back. And it's just like, you know what? No, like I can't, that is a no. Like I know that when you sacrifice those things, everything falls to the wayside. So self-care was immediate need to really get back on. And, even when I was like starting to eat better, I started to notice my energy change. When I started to exercise every day, like in the morning, that's the first thing I did. I started to notice that, I felt stronger, and I felt more capable, and I had less of those doubts coming in. And I incorporated aromatherapy and breathing techniques, did more yoga, all those good things, all the things that we know we need to do to take care of ourselves. I remember doing this just like massive brain dump, because even though I was starting to see changes, I still sort of felt like stressed out. I still felt like I had so much on my mind, so I just did this complete brain dump. And it was like, it's literally how it sounds. Like you just put pen to paper and you just start writing till there's nothing left up here. And it was incredible. Like I had this huge long list and I was starting to go through it and I was like, okay, what can I eliminate? What can I automate? And what can I delegate? And then what's left is like what I need to do. It was incredible to look and see, okay, all of the things that I need to eliminate, they're just taking up space and just like there because I felt like I had to do it right then and there. It's like, no, you can park that and do that later. Or, I didn't have a team at the time. Now I have a team where I can delegate things to, which I'm very grateful for. Who am I very grateful for? And of course, like, I have definitely automated some things through technology, but at that time when I was first starting out, I just remember it was like, whoa. And it was amazing. Like I felt so much lighter. And like eventually I hired a coach and that was like a total other life-changing thing that happened in terms of like overcoming emotional blocks, but that's a different story. But, for me, and you'll find this too, but for me, to overcome my emotional blocks, I needed to get clear of where I was at. I needed to revisit my goals, revisit my vision. I needed to just focus on the things like the habits, the limiting beliefs that I know are just stories in my mind, like trying to tap through. I don't know if anyone does like EFT, the emotional frequency tapping. Emotional freedom tapping, sorry. But I was doing essential oils earlier with like frequency. Anyway, but it is really about just all of those things, assessing where you're at, revisiting your vision, your goals, and really tuning into, hey Joanne, hey Sarah, really tuning into, the habits, limiting beliefs, and the thoughts that are really holding you back. So it's a lifestyle change. It's a lifestyle change. It's a mindset change. It's not even a mindset change. It's a mindset shift. Because, when you decide to start a business, when you decide to take ownership and create your dream life and take control of your destiny, that's not, it's not about creating, it is about creating your dream business if that's part and parcel, but it is really truly about creating that dream life of yours, that best life that you want to have, the thing that is going to make your heart sing. And everything I do revolves around my life. It does not revolve around my business or my career. Definitely not the way it used to. And when I feel like it does, when I start to feel those emotional blocks coming up, like those feelings, I actually welcome them because they're a sign that something needs to change. And when that happens, I say, okay, pause. Let me just assess my areas of life and say, okay, where is this coming from? What is contributing to me feeling like this, or feeling like I'm hitting a wall, or feeling like I'm resisting? Like it shouldn't, like I said, it shouldn't, life is hard, but it shouldn't be that hard. We make it so much harder than it is. And with this frame of mind, like when you get into that frame of mind, it's like, that's how you overcome those emotional blocks and really break through and, achieve and reach new levels of success. Like it is incredible when you're able to do that because you challenge the status quo. This is you challenging the status quo, saying, you know what? Something's not right. Something's not working. Okay, let me see what the status quo is. Let me see where I'm at currently and let me challenge it. And that, my friends, is what we are doing next week in the 5-day challenge. If you haven't signed up for it yet, we're unleashing the wealthy woman within by shifting our mindset, by getting clear on our vision, on what we want, what we really, really want, and using that tool that I was talking about, that wheel of life, to really assess where your blocks are coming from and how we can overcome them together. It's going to be awesome. You got to sign up for this Friday though, because then the doors are closing and we start Monday, June 15th. I can't even believe it. So thanks for tuning in with me today. I know it's been a big day around the world, and I'm wishing you, sending you peace and love, and I can't wait to see what's next for you, and I can't wait to see you in the challenge next week. I'll put the link around here so you can sign up if you haven't already, and I won't see you next week because I'll be in the challenge, and then the week after I won't be back, but I'll be back in 2 weeks. All right? Lots of love, and I'll see you soon. Bye.